Hey guys, StandardVR back with your daily Pokemon battles. Have you seen base form Hoopa yet? We had it in yesterday's video. We're going to have it again today with the Electric Sea defense boost this team says you cannot protect. As we get into these battles, do me a favor, drop a sub. If you've been enjoying the content, I'd greatly appreciate it. There's a Miraidon Lunala team. I don't have high hopes for this one. Yeah. Miraidon Lunala, kind of best restricted duo in Reg I. Probably going to be super strong contenders in Reg J. That being said, how do we deal with this? Well, we're probably going to have to Tailwind because they do have Tailwind. They do have Trick Room potential, so that's also something to look out for. But I think we'll be okay. Because I think we put up a light screen. And I think we start doing some things. You know what I mean? We have a Miraidon. I think I like this lead, like a Whims Ursh. I really want to use Boulder, but I don't think it comes this time. And we bring a Miraidon Hoopa in the back. We kind of soften things up with the Ursh. So the big Assault-vested Miraidon and the big Electric Seeds Hoopa can hopefully clean up in the back. There is Miraidon Indity, which is a very interesting lead, because you're not going to have your terrain, are you? Right? Yeah, you have Psychic terrain, which is, I guess it's fine, but like... Let's see. Where's Psy Seeds Indity? So your Spit F boost. So you're not Rocky Helmet, which is basically all I really wanted to know. We are going to go ahead and set up the light screen here. And I think we just Surging Strikes this Indity. We are Sash Urshifu. I feel like you're going to try and Volt Switch out. And, oh no, I thought you were going to set up Trick Room. That's fine. Light screen's not going to do much. Oh, as they Volt Switch the Whims, that's going to do even less. Yeah, there's just free damage on Indity. I definitely expected a TR there. Interesting. Okay, there's the Lunala. Still something that can TR. Still something that can go big Expanding Force into Urshifu, which is super dicey. So obviously this turn, they can actually, like, follow me TR. I kind of don't want them doing Expanding Force shenanigans. Shoo. I want to switch out Miraidon, or switch out Whimsicott into Miraidon, and go for a Surging Strikes on this Lunala. Let's see what they want to do. Obviously, single target Expanding Force into the Miraidon is still going to do a ton of damage into the Urshifu. I don't feel like blowing Terra yet. Yeah, there's helping. And let's see. Did you target correctly? Because I'm assuming you're going Expanding Force. Doesn't really matter because we are faster, so we do get some damage down. Not a lot, but, you know, we got some chip. Break that Shadow Shield. That's pretty much all we wanted to do. There's the Expanding Force. They did target correctly into the Urshifu in case we swapped Miraidon in, but we are sashed. No choice items here except for, you know. So we are just going to snarl out, and I think we'll go ahead and drop a Detect here. Just to kind of see what they want to do, because I'm assuming it's not Trick Room. There's the Follow Me, to be expected. You Moonblasting my Miraidon? Oh, now it's almost gone. There's a Trick Room. Hey, there it is. That's fine, to be honest. Because, again, what do you have in the back? You have your own Miraidon. And Blood Moon? I'm fine with that. We'll save the Ursh. Ursh can Aqua Jet things, you know. Do Urshifu things. We'll bring in the Whims. There's a Psychic. Not gonna cut it. You are at -1 with a light screen. There's a big Expanding Force into the Miraidon. Nothing. That did 20 HP. Double KO for the Miraidon. Obviously, Blood Moon is free to come out, which is super scary. We do still have Terra. They also still have Terra, which is interesting, to say the least. It was a very late game Trick Room. Might win them the game, to be honest. Sometimes. Ooh, Ursh. Water Ursh, not bad, not bad. And Miraidon, so no... No, Ursaluna. Interesting, interesting. So I could Fairy Terra to stop them from dropping a Draco. Excuse me. I'm assuming this Urshifu is probably going to Terra something. I'm just going to Terra Dazzle. And I think just Moonblast into the Urshifu in case it's sashed. I highly doubt that this Miraidon is sashed. Also, if you're full speed Miraidon, I do believe that you are a lot faster. I don't think we have a lot of speed. This is very bulky Miraidon. Yeah, there's the Terra. On the Miraidon. Fairy Terra. Not bad. We do have a light screen up, so. Big Dazzling Gleam. Ursh is down. Miraidon is chunked. That could be an Assault Vested Miraidon as well. Big Moonblast. Any special attack drops? Yeah. Dazzling Gleam. Not gonna cut it. Not gonna cut it. Light screen does wear off. I think we just Electro Drift, and we just pop that light screen right back up. Really make sure this thing's not doing any damage. Big Electro Drift into Fairy Terra Miraidon. GG's. Alright, fun first game. Let's get another one. Alright, we have a non-restrict. Again, we are on the ranked ladder. There's a Tropicos. There it is. I didn't see it. Alright. A lot of fake out pressure. Chi-Yu is a big bully with Snarls and Dark Pulses. I think could be Scarfed as well. We're going to go Whims because they have a Torn. I want to go Boulder. Probably bad, but we can go. Let's see. We go Whims Zoroark, just because I kind of want to use Zoroark, and we bring Hoopa in the back. It's got to be the Miraidon. Gotta leave the Boulder at home. It's got to be the Miraidon. Just because of that Rillaboom. We don't have a great way of breaking that Tropicos, even though we do have Focus Blast on the Hoopa. So let's see if we can get a Terra Fighting Focus Blast off. Torn Rilla. They want that terrain. I kind of don't care. Ooh, as you are faster than my Miraidon. Actually, no, because I did the same thing I did last time. I put the Zoroark in the wrong spot. Anywho. We're going to Tailwind. We're actually going to Icy Wind here. See how confused they are. This is all part of the plan, is to confuse them into wondering what this Miraidon's doing. That's why I shouldn't play games when I first wake up from a nap. But here we are. Big tailwinds. Should be matching tailwinds? Question mark? No, you're just attacking. That's fine, I guess. Covert Torn. Does hit my whims. Big U-turn. The Zoroark is revealed. I really gotta start paying attention to what slot I put my Mons in. But it's fine. No, we can't encore this Torn. Because we do know that they are Covert Cloak, not Mental Herb. Could be Dark Terror. But I really think we kind of just set a light screen. And go ahead and just Icy Wind again, break that Terra Shell. There's a big Terra on the Terrapagos. They're going to go and get rid of their own terrain, which is fine, because they have the Rillaboom in the back, so they can just bring it back. They'll bring it back. Don't worry, they'll bring it back. Yeah, we get big light screen up. They would probably get 2 KOs, which is a bit of a problem. So yeah, they get a Tailwind up there. Probably should have encored that thing into Bleak Wind, but nice crit on the Terrapagos. We drop its speed. Doesn't even take out the Zoroark. That's kind of nice. Alright, we're going to go Hoopa. And we are focused. Ooh, how many more turns? We still got 2 more turns of Tailwind. I'm gonna Focus Blast that thing. I need damage on it. And we just Icy Wind again. Torn protects. That's fine. That can stay on the field for as long as it wants to. Because I might actually try and get a Trick Room up with this Hoopa. Drop that speed. Big Focus Blast. If we would have Terra'd, that would have got it. I didn't want to Terra in front of the Terrapagos, you know what I mean? That does nothing to Hoopa. Alright, Miraidon out. We get the Electric Sea defense boost. We still have a turn of Tailwind, which means that this Torn is going down. And then all they have is Rillaboom plus Incen, question mark? Urshifu? Chi-Yu? What you got back there? I'm actually going... Let me see. Because you still have 2 more turns of Tailwind. And we have 1 more turn of Tailwind. Since we get a KO, actually, so the play is to Trick Room and Dazzle. We get a KO here. Double KO. They bring out their last, and we have a nice Trick Room setup for this Hoopa. Now, you can obviously fake out the Miraidon, and you only have 1 more turn of Tailwind, which means then you would outspeed the Miraidon. But if all you have is a Rillaboom and Incineroar, I don't think that Miraidon is too terrified of that situation. We're going to find out. Now, they know we have Focus Blast, but they have already Terra'd. We can Terra here and just Focus Blast that Incineroar. And I think we just double it in case they decide they don't want to fake out for whatever reason. This also reduces knockoff damage, because I'm assuming that's what the Incineroar is going to want to do. So let's see it. This shouldn't KO an Incineroar, but I don't really know if I want to take the time to Nasty Plot. I don't want to get doubled. There's the fake out on the Miraidon, standard play. As we miss our Focus Blast, just big sad. There's a knockoff, but we don't have an item and we're a Fighting Terra. So, get some big heals. Alright, they should be probably going to double the Hoopa this turn, to be honest. We'll Focus Blast that again, and Electro Drift. Again, you can double this Hoopa, but we do have a defense boost. Wood Hammer is going to do a lot to Miraidon, but, like, you know, we're still in Miraidon. That was a crit, too. Hey, don't do that. That's not fair. Alright, Focus Blast whiffs again. Fantastic. 70% accuracy out here looking like 40. Big Electro Drift into the Incineroar. Alright, what are we more afraid of? Because I actually think that we should Hyperspace hold this Rillaboom and try and get an Electro Drift off, even though I'm pretty sure. Ooh, you don't KO. Hey, you gotta hit harder than that. We're gonna take your probably Vest. Thank you. But knockoff into the Miraidon, properly doubling the Miraidon. Not bad. This will help us just kind of take out that Rillaboom. That being said, I think this Incineroar might only have knockoff. So I think we just Hyperspace Hole again into the Rillaboom. And if this Incineroar doesn't have Flare Blitz, they do have Wood Hammer. GG's. Gonna try and choose one out with a Trick Room Hoopa, but didn't work out. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. Peace.